Today I want to do a quick install of the Rustdesk open source remote desktop. As you can see, it's basically this is similar to TeamViewer like you have here. So that's what it looks like right there. And here is the downloads for your architecture. You get Windows, Ubuntu, Mac, Android, and all the different ones you want to control. I just wanted to test it out, but I also wanted to do a small write-up on installing it in Linux. And these are the instructions here. So if you're new to Linux or installing anything, this stuff gets a little confusing. So I'm doing a write-up on it just to simplify it, and I'll post it on the blog, on my blog here. But let me see. Did I close that already? I think I did. Let me go to my editor here. So here's the write-up I just did. It's just a simple one page. So I'll go ahead and go through that. And this is what it looks like right here. This is on Windows, so you can see. So it's very similar to TeamViewer right here. And the difference is this is an open source software, so you don't get all this 30-day trial, blah, 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 whatever that is. You don't get any of that. So that's the cool thing about it. And I'm going to be installing it on the Linux, as I've said. So this is just the Windows version. They do have a newer version on here, so let's click download just to see. So it sends you to the same page I showed you earlier, so I'm not going to do that right now. So let me close this, and let's go to my Proxmox, and I have a Debian 12 set up over here. So I'm going to go through those steps, and let's get to it. So I'm going to expand that just so that it's easier to see. So I want to go to Rustdesk. So here's the same website I just showed you on the Windows. So we're going to click on download. And I'm going to do the Ubuntu because that's a Debian derivative. So we're going to go ahead and download that. And here's the file name, which we're going to need. So now, let me go ahead and get out of there. And we want to open a terminal, basically. I like to just bring it up here so it's easier to just click on it when you need it. And this is where we're going to do the instructions for that. So let's go to the Rustdesk again. Rustdesk, let's see, docs. And we want to go to the Rustdesk client, which is back where I started and I show you. So we're basically going to do this exact instructions, but actually there's one more thing I need to do. So let's go here. Let's go to dir. So we have download. So we want to go to downloads. Downloads. And if you press tab, you don't have to type the whole thing. It'll insert it for you. So now I am on download, so we want to check what's in there again. And as you can see, we have our file. So this whole name is what's going to go in where the version is on there. So we're going to do that. So we want to do sudo apt install -fy space period / Rustdesk. So it's basically just what you have here, and then the dash is what starts right here. So we're going to go with 1.3.8 / x, or dash, not slash, x86 _ 64.deb. So let me double check. Install -fy Rustdesk 1.3.8 -x86 _ 64. So now that that's correct, I'm going to go ahead and enter. And my password is, I forgot. So the password, what's going on here? All right, let's do that again. All right. I installed it on the root directory already, but all right, let me pause this for a minute. All right, so this isn't working. Let me make sure I'm recording. Yep. So my password, it's not letting me in on here. So let me go ahead and go into my user manager. Now this user manager is not installed by default, so I'm going to head and go in here and change my account to administrator. So it'll let me use that or continue. So I'm going to go ahead and close it. And let me show you where you install the user manager, because a lot of people are going to want to use the GUI instead of the CLI or the terminal. And you're going to go into your Synaptic Package Manager. Okay, come on. So it's asking me for the local account, obviously not the root again. So we're going to do the, okay. So on here on the Synaptic, you want to go to the user. That's basically what I trying to remember if I did user account or user manager. Not user. Let's try the other one. I just want to try to remember. I know it's user account, but I mean user manager. But at the beginning, I use user account or user something. I forget what it was. Let me see. User or users. So you have this one, but that's for your regular. That's not the one. All right. Can't remember what I used, but let's go to user manager. The reason I want to do that is because I want to show you something. Why is this thing not showing me that? User account. User manager. Oh, I know why it's not letting me, because I'm not logged in as the admin right now. I think that's it. Since I just changed it. Alright, let me go ahead and come back. We're going to start this over later, so let me do that. Close turn on, yes. So this is an extra steps I wasn't planning on, but now I have to do it, so I might as well show you. And then password is, so I should be in as the administrator now. Yep. So let me go back one. Synaptic package password. Okay. Let's check that. User. User account. I'm trying to see if it pops up here because it did before, but it's not doing it. User GUI, I think. That's what it's called. It's called User Manager. Is it Mate? I'm using the Mate desktop. Mate user. It just keeps telling me the same stuff on the top. Third user. Oh, come on. This one. Okay. I remember it said GUI on there, but it might be this one. Can't remember. Here we go. That's right. It's this one right here. It's Mate User Admin, Mate User Manager. So I had to enable this one in order to get the GUI version on here because it wasn't there before. So you had to use the terminal window. So that's how I got it. Sorry for the delay. I'm just trying to remember my steps now. But that's what you use. And that's how you get in there. And then I just change it to admin so I can make the changes here. And I have to keep fighting with it. So let's try that again. All right. So again, I remember. Oh, yes. So let me just do it from here. See if it'll find it. Let's see if it's going to work. Okay. The reason it's not doing it is because we're in the wrong directory. So let's go to oops. EIR CD downloads. So now we have the Rustdesk, and we can go ahead and do that again and install it. And there we go. everything's working. Done, done, done. And if you look on the right top here, it's already there. So now it's done. That's all it takes. So we can open it up. Double click it. There we go. And there it is. So now I can use the my ID here, and I can use the one-time password, and you can always change it right here. And then when you go into the settings, right here, you can change them to whatever you want them to. But if you go to security, you can add a password, use a one-time password, use permanent, or use both. And you can do that. Two-factor authentication. You can enable all this, and you do it by clicking on that button here, put in your password again, and then it'll let you get back in there. So that's how you install the Rustdesk on your Linux. Now, that's pretty much it for that, but I want to do the opposite. Hang on. I want to uninstall. Let's see if I can do that here. Can we uninstall it from here? Not like that, no. Anyways, that was the other question somebody had about uninstalling this one. And, well, I guess I'll get a look into it. But that's it for the install. So I hope that helps. The Windows should be a lot easier. You just download it and install it just like any other program. And the reason I want to do it on this one is because now that I'm here, let me go ahead and what do you call it? Open it up. And log into it from my desktop, because this is my Proxmox, which is a small firewall sort of machine that I have. So let me go to my desktop here, if I can find it. Hang on. So this is the write-up of what we just did. It's the same thing. So I'm gonna put that on there later. And let me go ahead and here. This is my desktop, and we want to go into. So I'll put them side by side here, just so you can kind of see. So 291.568.459, I already have it in there. So I want to connect, and it's asking me to verify the password on Debian 12 here. So we're gonna head and try to remember what password I gave it. Let's see if that is, nope. What did I give this thing? Oh man. There you go. Alright, so I'm in. And let me bring this down so you can see the desktop right here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and minimize it. I'm going to minimize this one here. That way you can see both. So this is my firewall here, and I'm in the desktop right here. And you can see everything's working. And there we go. If I scroll down, you can see it there. And there you go. I'm pretty much inside the desktop, and I'm doing everything from my, I'm in the Linux doing everything from my desktop. So there you go. That's pretty much the install on that one, which is kind of cool because now you don't have that nagging, nagging pop-ups that you get with other programs. Although TeamViewer still works just fine, but now there's another option that you can use over here, so that's pretty cool. And as you can see, this is the desktop, and that's the remote Linux machine that not machine, but virtual machine that I'm using. So it's pretty cool. Well, I hope that helps, and that's pretty much it for this video. Okay, wrong one. So I gotta stop it manually here.